As a native Korean speaker, you have specific challenges for speaking English that can be very hard to overcome. Keep watching to learn the 5 most difficult English pronunciation patterns for Korean speakers. Learning English is really hard. Learning how to pronounce English clearly can feel even harder, but it really doesn't have to be. When you know the most common error patterns for your native language, then it becomes much easier to know exactly what to work on so you are easy to understand while speaking English. The reason native English speakers might be having a hard time understanding you is because you are using many of the sounds and the rhythm of the Korean language while speaking English. This is what causes an accent. So in order to sound more like a native English speaker, you must use the sounds and the rhythm of American English while speaking English. So this reminds me of a student of mine, June, from Korea. Now, he was in the US and he was a small business owner. He owned a UPS store. And he recognized that, because he wasn't really feeling very confident in his spoken English, there was a disconnect from his customers. So he recognized, I better go and improve my English so that I can feel more confident and talk more with my customers. So he said that there was this moment in his store that he felt this very distinct disconnect between him and his customers. And he decided right then and there, he's like, if I do not connect with my customers, they'll just go to another store. They'll get what they need somewhere else. I need to have a relationship with these people. So he came and worked with me, and his results have been incredible. So I'll tell you more about exactly what happened with June at the end. But first, let's go over the most common errors that I hear from my Korean students. The first error is substituting the D for the voiced TH sound, which is th, so saying D for th. Or I hear a lot substituting the S for the voiceless TH sound. So S instead of th, okay? Voice off. Okay, so instead of this, I hear dis, or mother, mutter, or smooth, smood. And instead of the word think, I hear sink. Nothing, nothing. With, whis. So hopefully those words sounded different to you. And if they didn't, we need to do more listening exercises to make sure you hear the difference between that voiced TH sound and the D sound, and then the voiceless TH sound and the S sound. Because once you hear the difference, then you'll be able to make that change. Now, the second error pattern that we see is substituting the J for the Z sound. So instead of zebra, we're hearing jibra. Jibra. Instead of zoo, I'm hearing Jew. Instead of zoom, I'm hearing joom. Okay? So you even notice with zoo and Jew, these are totally different words in American English. And so when you pronounce it incorrectly, you're saying a completely different word, which can cause a lot of misunderstanding. Okay? So j, j, j versus z. Z, z. Okay? So that z sound is what can be the most challenging. So it's getting that tongue behind your teeth, z, and creating that friction and that voice on. Z. The third common error that I hear from my Korean students is the L and the R confusion. Okay, so confusing L and R. So light, right. Light has the L sound, right has the R sound. Light, right. Lamp, ramp. Lock, rock. Late, rate. Lead, read. So you'll notice that just by changing that one letter, the L or the R, it completely changed the word. So these are all completely different words in American English. So confusing that L and R can really cause a lot of problems in understanding each other. The fourth common error for Korean speakers is poor linking. Okay, this goes into the rhythm of American English. Okay, linking as part of rhythm. What we hear more is a choppy rhythm instead of smooth. So when I mean choppy is the rain is coming down. The rain is coming down, where each word is chopped up into its own part. Okay? American English has a more smooth connecting rhythm. So the rain is coming down. The rain is coming down. So as you connect one word to the next, it creates this smooth transition. The rain is coming down. You'll notice my voice is on and we're connecting through. So that might be a challenge. You might need to work on one sentence at a time, one sound combination at a time. The rain, the rain, the rain is, the rain is. Okay? So as you connect those together and keep that voice on in between, you're going to be able to create that smooth rhythm that native speakers are used to hearing. Okay, the fifth common error pattern that Korean speakers make is reducing the R vowels. So instead of her, it's he. Car, ka. Hair, hair. Here, here. Store, store. More, more. So what's happening is you might be dropping that R or dropping the tongue so you don't create a really strong R in the back of the mouth, but you're dropping it into more of a vowel, okay? This is reducing that R vowel, okay? So what we want to do is pull that tongue back. Her, car, hair, here. And it might be really, really challenging to do this at first, but as you get that practice and repetition and really train your tongue to move in that way, it will get easier and easier and easier. So one trick is to start with a really strong R that you might have. Maybe the initial R is really strong for you. So like rock and right, you're able to get that R in position. Then what we want to do is pair it with an R vowel. So her rock, her rock. Okay, so her, we can pull that in as we're connecting it to the initial R. As you correct these error patterns through practice and repetition, you'll be clearly understood and feel confident speaking English with natives. So if you're curious of what it takes to speak American English like a native speaker, definitely check out the next video.